What's up, guys? We are past the pop culture, and my name is Ricky with my co-host here, Mr. Fenn.
Yo.
And of course, we're gonna be talking about a variety of topics today that
Yep.
were kind of, I don't know, just a lot of weird stuff. Basically, talking about the Steam Deck. It's like a variety pack today, really.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we might get Walter White in multiverses, and GTA players, if you're on PC, we got some warning for you. There are some hackers, so we'll
Mm-hmm.
let you know about that. We'll do a little 2022 roundup. We're talking about the most top games on Twitter, top grossing movies, the best games of 2022, and some of our anticipated stuff going into 2023, whether it be movies or games or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if you like what you're going to hear today, make sure to leave a like if you're listening to YouTube and to check out our social medias at Past Pop Culture pretty much on everything.
Yep.
And you will find us. And we post a lot of clips and we've been posting a lot. And I think you guys will enjoy them. It's a lot of funny clips from our stream, which you guys definitely should check out. Twitch.tv/Past Pop Culture to see us live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Subject to change, to be honest, subject to change, but we should be sticking with that time for now. And yeah, I've been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die and a lot of multiplayer survival games. So if that's your thing, head on by. And anyways, to get into the first thing, I think we'll talk about the Steam Deck because I think that's a very interesting topic right now because I know that there's been a lot of talk or rumors, I should say, about the I don't want to say like the Switch 2.0 or like
Mm-hmm.
their new Switch, whatever they're doing, but they're essentially there were like confirmed rumors like, oh yeah, Nintendo is working on something behind the scenes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some sort of new Switch, but they're trying to come up with something now for the next generation. It seems like, though, I remember seeing some stuff out there because, let's be honest here, the Steam Deck has the Switch like in a chokehold. I mean,
Blew it
there's
out the
really,
waters.
it, yeah, like I mean, let's be honest here, like Nintendo without its exclusives, right, would be really, really in trouble right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they pump out really good games. As much as I like to like talk smack on Nintendo, they still know how to make a good game. So, I mean, we'll talk about brand new games coming out in 2023. So, because then that's a lot of what Nintendo has.
Yeah.
So, uh, basically, the Steam Deck has 7,000 compatible games, and then it basically, if you check out the article from Game Rant, it basically is saying that it has 4,000 playable games, right? So there's some things that kind of like go wrong. It doesn't go into detail, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
perfect, right? And then it has about another, what was it, like 2,000, it was saying, of
Almost 700.
games that are, yeah, fully verified that they run fully. And I think this is interesting more because it uses Linux. And Linux is something that I personally have gone into, and I've told,
Yeah.
Mr. Fan over there to try to start using it because gaming is like on a Linux machine is kind of difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried it personally, but I've heard that like yeah, it's not the best thing. It's like especially if you try to do like a lot of people run a Linux machine, they use a virtual machine, but because of anti-cheats, they think, oh, they're cheating, so they kick them out. I think
Ah.
like Rainbow Six Siege has done that. And then just because of different like hardware, different like not different hardware, I'm sorry, the different operating systems, some things are just not compatible for like
Mm-hmm.
Windows, right? So usually, like if it comes from Mac, it's not too difficult to bring it into Linux, but usually there's when you go from Windows to Linux, there's usually a bigger problem, from my understanding at least, and I may be wrong, but
Gross.
that's how I understand it. So it is interesting that we now see gaming on Linux now because Linux has always been like maybe like 1-2% of the gaming market for people running games natively on Linux. So now there's been more support for Linux, and so that's something looking at 2023 is like hopefully people use Linux for gaming
Mm-hmm.
in the new year now, and that we kind of grow that part of the community and that it becomes easier because it's difficult, right? Like companies are not going to make a Linux version of their game because there's just no one to buy it. But since there's no games for Linux, no one is going to use Linux for gaming. So then
Right.
it's kind of like that circular. But since people now are you have, you know, the Steam Deck, which is running Linux on its system, it's showing some sort of like viability now. So I think it's a good direction we're heading overall with the Steam Deck. You know, there are some other systems coming out that were listed. I can't see them right now, but the One X Player 2. I haven't seen that, but according to the
That's a
article,
stupid title, by the way. Sorry.
yeah. Uh, could give Valve a run for their money, it says. So we'll see. And
No.
then, of course, the Steam Deck, and I forgot to mention this, but it does mention in the article. It's really good for emulation. So it's just an all-in-one,
Yeah.
really, right?
It's like,
Because
how
you
do you
get to
beat
play
this?
your handheld. Yeah, you get to play your handheld games,
Yep.
right? And then you can go and run an emulator, and well, technically you're not supposed to know because
Yeah.
emulation's kind of a gray area, but
We don't play
you know what I
emulators on this podcast.
no, we do not use. Yes, we do not use
Condone.
emulators over here.
Yeah.
Yes, condone the use of emulators. But anyways, you can run the emulators on there, and it's just an all-in-one gaming package, which is pretty amazing, right? Uh, it's a good, powerful workhorse, from what I understand, for a handheld system. So it'd be interesting to see the next iterations, or if they're just gonna stick with the Steam Deck, what they're gonna do, how Nintendo's gonna react to the Steam Deck, right? Because they've had to see that, right? Like they've had to see the Steam Deck. I think it's too
Yeah.
big to ignore, and they are gonna eat away at their market share, especially if there's a dip in their quality at Nintendo, which so far it seems like there hasn't been like a dip. I mean, we had some good releases. There was what was it, Metroid Dread that
Yeah.
come out
Metroid
last year?
Dread. Pokemon, I
I
guess.
mean,
You know.
Pokemon had some problems. That thing on the Steam Deck might have saved it. So if you can get it, if it was on the Steam Deck, it would have saved it probably, because it is unfortunately the Switch is kind of outdated. So it is what it is.
How old
But
is the Switch? Kind of a side real quick. It's pretty old, right? Like
2017,
2017? Oh, okay.
2016, yeah, I want to say like it's around that time. probably more like, actually, yeah, it's pretty old. It's more than 5 years old. I know that. So, but yeah, there's a lot of things coming, and I think it'd be interesting this year if we get some sort of release, especially because we got the Mario movie and all this other releases coming out. So, to kind of see if there's any other big, if they just do one big
Right.
direct, right, where they're like, hey, we got this new Switch, we got
Here's
the movie
everything.
coming out, here's some hype, here's next Legend of Zelda, here's the next, whatever it is, they're just gonna like slam on the table, and then everyone's gonna
Yeah,
eat it
but
up.
it's Nintendo. Are they gonna actually do that?
Are they? I don't know. I think
No,
hopefully,
I don't think so.
yeah. Well, but we're talking about revolutionary over here, multiverses, hinting at Walter White joining, which
Okay.
is interesting.
I am like
They
all
have
for
LeBron
this.
James, right?
Yeah. So they have
I wouldn't be
LeBron James.
against
They have
it.
The Rock. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, it's something that's like, the game, of course, is goofy in itself, and it's
Yeah.
like it doesn't take itself too seriously. Like something like Smash Bros, I don't think could have that, because it takes itself more seriously, which
Exactly.
isn't a bad thing. But it's just multiverses, and like something like Smash is a completely different game, even though they occupy kind of like the same space. In terms of the roster, I mean, yeah, I think it's fine. I think it'd be pretty funny. I think it'd be a good way to bring a lot of people back, just because it's going to be like prime meme content, right? Like when they brought in LeBron James, there's a lot of memes. I think if you get in Walter White, there's going to be some good Breaking Bad jokes. I mean, you're probably going to see Breaking Bad go up in like Netflix's like charts or something,
No.
just from this releasing, because people are going to be like looking and scouring for memes. I can already tell. Like it's just,
But
this is
it's
meme
like,
content.
how do you have Walter White in a kids game? What's his
They're going to be
attacks? What's his attacks? It's gonna be
They're
snow
gonna be
instead of
making, like, well, I don't even want to say it. They're gonna be making that stuff, in the background, and then
That's what I'm saying.
no.
Or maybe he's making potions or something. I guess that's the way.
Yeah.
There you go,
Oh, what's the
multiverses.
other guy's name? Was it Jesse?
Yeah, Pinkman. Yeah, Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just gonna be like it's gonna be kind of like a Tom and Jerry kind of thing. I think it'd be funny.
Oh my gosh, like ice
Yes, I
climbers,
need a
but
gun.
yeah, yeah,
And then, yeah,
yeah.
just start shooting.
Yeah, they're just tethering each other with
And it's just like audio
potions.
clip where it's like, I am the one who knocks.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, Jesse
And
Pinkman
it's like
just yelling out
it
the
has
B
them like
word.
hit the door and like the door slams open and like
Yeah.
knocks them off. You know, it's like attacks like that. And they'd come up with something pretty goofy. It'd be pretty funny. They're pretty
They
creative with
should though.
all
They
of them.
should
So,
fully like full tilt everything. Just you know what, Walter White,
yeah.
boom. Who cares?
When he loses, it's just that when he like falls in the desert
Yeah,
and then like, all the memes, right?
in
Like
his underwear is just
I haven't
alternating.
seen it, but the memes have been making me
Yeah.
want to see it, but I don't have Netflix right now, so it is
Oh
something I
man, that
really
show's
want to
so
get
good.
down to.
I want that so
But
bad.
yeah, so we have to fight for it, guys. Walter White,
But
just for the
it's
memes,
just
man.
yeah,
It'd
it's
be
just a rumor. But apparently this year there's supposed to be like a bunch of stuff for multiverses. So including like ranked mode, I think.
yeah,
But
yeah, but yeah, so
I want
it's
that.
just because I think it's one of the artists or so. He's like, oh, expect good things. He's
Yeah,
basically responding to a tweet saying, oh, I want someone being like, oh, Walter White and
multiverses.
multiverses,
Hmm.
and they're like, oh, expect good things, you know, like, and so it can just mean anything really, and he
Yeah.
can just be memeing on him and just yanking everyone's chain. So we'll see how it goes though. But speaking of Twitter, Genshin Impact, it was the most discussed game on Twitter 2022.
How disgusting.
So
By like a lot.
it goes tweet, it says the product, tweet, and retweets, right? So this is
Yeah.
going off of the Genshin Impact Reddit. But
Mhm.
if you look at Pokemon Violet and Pokemon Scarlet, there's more if you combine them together for tweets, but the retweets just stack like
That's
3
crazy.
million, 3.9 million. Uh so
Like I don't understand the appeal of Genshin Impact. I'm sorry. This is gonna start a
it's
war, but
waifus. It's a waifu thing.
no, they're not. They're not even. Maybe
It's
you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna
We're
say
not
it.
gonna get into that, but
I'm not
yes,
gonna
it is
say
a
anything.
gacha waifu
What?
thing.
It's a
So I know
gotcha.
we made fun of it before. People know our stance.
Yes,
So um
but that's a lot. 3
Final
million.
Fantasy being up there, Elden Ring. Elden Ring makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare, kind of surprised that it didn't really gain that much traction.
Those are hate
Uh
tweets, probably.
yeah, and it's like that's true.
Cause right, cause like
I don't
think
know.
about it.
I mean,
Sonic
Apex,
Frontiers and the Genshin Impact were having like a Twitter war. Remember? And then because of
yeah, and then
the
people
Game of
were
the Year
hating on
awards, or
Sonic
whatever.
Frontiers
Yeah.
because it was popular. Let me see. Minecraft makes sense. You know,
Minecraft's just never gonna
it
die.
Apex. I don't know. It's whatever. A lot of people I know were posting to Twitter on Stray like, "Oh, look at the meowing button, 10 out of 10," and
Yeah.
everyone was doing that because it is true. It is a
Yeah.
10 out of 10 if you can press the meow button
And you can
and you
also get
meow.
pet. Yeah.
Right? So I don't even have to play the game. It's just 10 out of 10 already.
Meow
And
button.
yeah, meow button. But I don't know, Genshin, really? It's just kind of more like, whatever. All right. Like
It's just the fan base is so huge.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing right now. It's like if you want to play Genshin, you'll play Genshin, like at this point. Like I don't really think they're really gaining players. It's just that their player base is there and they're just buying everything up essentially. And they're like
They make bank.
religious about the game. It's pretty crazy that a lot of people just are so into this game. And I was gonna like play it, but I never got around to like I downloaded it like day one, and I was like, oh, the
Yeah.
game came out finally because I was following it,
Hmm.
and then I just like I don't know,
There's
and
only
then I
one
just
time
lost.
I'll play the game, and it starts with an S and ends with an S. Sponsorship. Nope. Ends with a P.
I was like, wait,
I meant
subs?
plural. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, I
yeah, we
mean
love
it
Genshin
is.
Impact.
No, no. I mean, like, I would try it to give it like a chance to see like a legitimate like review of it and stuff. I mean, I've seen like my brother play it. It looks kind of interesting to a certain degree, just flipping between characters, but it's just that's what it is. Like, because the thing
It's,
is like now, like especially like I've gone pretty picky with like the games that I want to play on my free time.
True.
And so like right now I'm just like on a retro game binge,
Hmm.
like I'm playing Dragon Quest 2, or it's Dragon
Hmm.
Warrior 2 technically, but if I say Dragon Warrior, everyone's gonna be like, "What the heck's that?"
Wrong. It's
So
called Dragon Quest.
yeah. So I haven't really been playing like modern games anymore. So it's something where it's like I have to really like it if I'm gonna pick it up.
Hmm.
You know. So I mean it's free, so I mean I guess there's no harm in it, but
Free, you say?
I don't know. I'd rather not get a crippling
$70
Genshin Impact.
addiction
Yeah,
every five
addiction.
minutes.
Yeah, we're playing. Yeah, we're paying all that money, so I'd rather not. But it is what it is, I guess. Genshin is popular. They're doing something right, whether there's just sprinkling the dopamine receptors with all that
I mean,
happy juice or something.
there's no good waifus in there. That's why I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest.
All
I
right,
can't get
well,
behind
that's
it.
the hot take.
Yep.
That's the hot take.
They're
Genshin
at
has
least
no good waifu.
like D
Does it?
tier.
Wow.
Fight me.
Genshin has no good waifus,
That's right.
and
It's Breath of the Wild
it's
with
a subpar game.
mediocre waifus. I said it.
All
Fight
right,
me
that's the hot take of the day.
in Minecraft.
I don't know. We'll see if that people will probably get mad about that
Yeah, I'm
one,
not
but
gonna say
it's the
nothing.
truth. It's the truth. No.
Oh,
So anyways, we got GTA 6 or GTA 6, sorry. Whoa. GTA 5.
that was like,
Yeah,
wait, where?
GTA.
I
Yeah,
was like,
where?
what?
GTA.
Hold
Well,
up.
that's not part of the news. You got man, you got like Rockstar. They're just coming
I know. How'd they
just like
know?
knocking down my door. Yeah. Rockstar's like it's like the where's it like the ride shield, and they're all going in, go, 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 and
Yeah.
they just come to my house.
Open up the police.
Oh, how does he know about the game? No, but anyway, so this is actually pretty important. So
Yeah,
we have to be
warning.
serious about this, man.
Oh.
So this is warning. GTA Online players targeted by hackers. Yeah. So essentially, just some quick news that we're gonna drop on this because
Hmm.
we always like to kind of like shout these things out in case anybody cares. We covered the Elden Ring one, or I'm sorry, the Dark Souls servers and all that being
Hmm.
kind of a little weird. So, anyways, GTA Online is kind of having a similar problem. People are getting hacked. This is on the PC version though. So with you don't even have to be online. Like you can just get
Yeah.
kicked out of the single player mode, which is pretty crazy. But essentially, have a firewall up. They also said that potentially having a VPN may also help.
Hmm.
So, VPNs are just rolling in the dough with all
Okay,
these
you
hackers.
might know how, but like, how did they kick you off a single player?
How they kick you? I'm assuming you're just connected to the internet, so they can still just grab your IP or something. Like
That's
they
scary.
probably just grab the data from the server or
Hmm.
something, and they just I don't know, like they probably ping the server. I don't really know how the hacking works, but there's probably some way that they just go, oh well, he's still connected to the internet, so they can probably grab him. So I wouldn't know how they would do that. That'd be actually kind of interesting to know because you're just connected to the internet. There's always going to be some sort of security
Yeah,
vulnerability that there's really no way around it. So, but it's very interesting that they're just kicking and crashing people, and yeah,
that's
they don't.
scary.
And it says they don't even have to be in the session. It's not like someone's hacking the lobby. Even it's just that they can just go, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to kick you.
Yeah,
So,
that's like a
uh,
specific, like, directly targeting.
yeah, like I don't know like how that even like works or anything. So, yeah, so basically you're gonna have to use a firewall to block connections, and then just be
Just be
careful.
careful.
Like try to play offline or something. Play offline if you're on the single player.
Play on your
And
PlayStation
then
4.
yeah. it's- yeah, if you got it on one system, you probably have it on multiple. So
Like me,
but I
I'm the
think
idiot.
it just means that GTA 6 has to just come out sooner, right? That's just
True.
it.
Ooh, plot
That's
twist.
conspiracy. They're doing that so that they'll be
What
quicker
happened
on
with
that.
Dark Souls? They shut down the
Yeah.
servers. Elden Ring came out. All of a sudden, it works. Make the connection, guys. Wake up, sheeple.
Conspiracy theory? I think not.
GTA 6 confirmed this year. No, maybe like 3 years.
Yeah, give it like a good 5, you know?
Probably when you have
I'll have a
grandkids.
mortgage. Yeah.
Well, not you specifically, but
It's
our
just that far
audience.
in the future. It's like, yeah. Everyone has just, it's the
Yeah.
grandkids playing it.
Yeah.
Remember when back in my day they
Remember that
announced
one?
GTA
Yeah.
6?
Remember Genshin
Yeah,
Impact?
so that's basically what's gonna happen. Yeah, no. No one's gonna remember that. I mean, anyways, so we're gonna talk about top grossing movies because this was very fascinating. Uh I thought I was just surprised in general some of these like numbers. I don't know like why some of these movies like just won,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm surprised like Superman, Spider-Man, No Way Home, and then Black Panther, right? Black Panther beat out Spider-Man
Yeah, by like a
by like
whole hat, like 20 million
200.
ish.
Yeah, like it's I don't know, it's like the Batman did better than Spider-Man, and then but Thor did better than Spider-Man. And then like Sonic the
What?
Hedgehog's right under Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, man, like I could have sworn everyone and their mom watched that Spider-Man movie, but now it's like, wow. I mean, I guess it depends. Like Top Gun Maverick though was just like insane though this year. Like the high, like everyone, like
Yeah, like this was earlier in the
what
year
it was able
too.
to capture. Yeah, like what it was able to capture in the movie theaters was just crazy, right?
Dang.
Like there was some sort of magic there they sprinkled in. It was Tom Cruise on his A game, right? Like it
I
just
don't even know,
was
man.
it just came that movie just came together, right? Like there was just we probably won't see a movie like that in a long time, which would be kind of sad. But
Well,
I
maybe.
mean, what are we gonna be looking for? Like for like
Oppenheimer.
a good classic action. Oh well, Oppenheimer's gonna be good, but in terms of like
Hmm.
that cinematic action movie, right? That thriller, that kind of like on your
That's
edge,
true. I don't
like
know.
on the edge of the seat, like kind of thing. Like I don't know when we're gonna get that again, but we did have some pretty good movies this year, even though yeah, games were kind of like iffy.
It
I
was a good
mean,
year for movies. I'm glad. I love. I'm a
yeah,
movie buff, so
Spider-Man: No Way Home, man, like that was pretty good.
I don't. I don't. This has
I
to
mean
be false though.
that did release kind of later in the year for 2021, so we're still gonna count. It's still counted in here, so yeah. Eh,
It made less than
what were
Doctor
you gonna say
Strange.
though? So I'm not sure if like how this was counted. Yeah, but it's just it's interesting. There's Black Adam, which ranked number 11. So the rankings basically Top Gun Maverick number one, number two Black Panther, number three Avatar: The Way of Water. We still haven't seen that.
It's a good movie.
Four Doctor Strange, five Jurassic World, six Minions: The Rise of Gru. That was mainly because of the memes.
I'm
I
glad you
think
said
it
that.
was carried by the memes.
TikTok
Uh,
heavily carried this movie.
yeah, 7, The Batman, 8, Thor, 9, Spider-Man, No Way Home, 10, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and then Black Adam, number 11, right? And then, of course, we had Uncharted, right? That was number 13, Nope, number 14, right? So there's a
Mhm.
lot of stuff here. Bullet Train, number 18.
That movie is
Bullet Train was really good.
so good. It's on Netflix if you want to watch it.
I would have to say, like, Morbius, actually, looking at Morbius, that still made some money.
73
So, but
million.
I don't know. That I think that's like memes as well. It was kind of interesting to look at the like movies at the bottom where they're like they made like $300, like literally, and it was like they had like I clicked on it, they had like four showings of it or something like that,
Yeah.
and like one movie theater. So I thought that was kind of interesting. There, let me see. For me, let me see. Oh, they even include the anime movies too, which I thought was
Yeah,
interesting,
Jujutsu
right? Like
Kaisen. I'm trying to find it. I saw it.
Kaisen. So yeah, it's number 43, Dragon
43.
Ball
Okay, there it is.
44.
Yeah.
Um, I just thought it was kind of interesting though how we have like all these movies that came out. And since it's like, wait, that came out this year? But for me though, I think some of the best movies, probably the best movie for me, Spider-Man No Way Home,
Yep.
probably for like the nostalgia factor and everything, like heavily carried for me. But having like all three Spider-Man in the movie, it was just going into the movie and then finally seeing it was like,
We were so scared, but man.
yeah, I was so scared for it.
Yep.
I'm like, I just need it to be good.
I
It
cried, I
was
think. I don't
good.
remember.
But since it did kind of come out at the end of the end of last year, well, last year, I should say. So
Oh.
I still counted it. I mean, that
Just
was pretty
realized
good.
that.
I know, yeah, it's been a while. But for me, Spider-Man was just like it was crazy, man, when that came out, and, like, it was just I was so happy and sad because it was like, "Oh, we finally get to see them." But this was, like, 20 plus years
Yeah.
of build up,
It's all
right? Like,
downhill
to
from
get
here.
to this moment, and it was just like, we're probably never gonna get something like this
Nope.
for a long time. Like, for a long time, this kind of, like, hype and build up is never gonna happen again for a long time. And it was just like, to know that so like it was so bittersweet because I was so happy we got it, but at the same time, it's like I understand like now, like because like in 10, 20 years, people like are not gonna understand the hype, right? Like the kids that are
Yeah.
growing up, right? Like they're gonna be like, "Oh, okay." They're gonna watch the movie, but they're not gonna understand the significance of it,
Hmm.
right? Like it's just like, no, this was insane when it came out, right? Like Top Gun Maverick, Spider-Man No Way Home, like those movies were like insane when they came out, right? And like people are not gonna really be able to experience it the way that like we did in the future. And it's just like, man, and I just hope there's more good movies to come out to kind of like that makes me feel like that, but I don't know, like, the way that Marvel's going is kinda iffy,
Yeah,
right? And
I wouldn't
especially
hold my breath to be honest.
yeah, it's kinda like, man, like, I'm just so happy we got to experience it the way that we did,
That's right.
and that didn't get ruined, like, terribly. Sonic the Hedgehog too. I actually enjoyed that movie a
That movie
lot,
was
right? Like,
freaking good.
that movie was really good
It had no
for
business being that good.
yes, it was cheesy at times and it was just kind of dumb, but at the same time, it was like there was a certain heart to it that
Hmm.
I just really enjoyed. There's just a certain, yeah, I mean, it was just the heart of it. Like it
Hmm.
just pulled on that childhood nostalgia, which
Yep.
of course, I'm a sucker for usually, and I try not to think about it too much. But
Done
yeah,
correctly,
man,
of
like
course.
that ending, yeah, that ending song, and then man, the when I saw though that the pixel art though that they did
Yeah.
for the credit scene, I'm like, man, I need a classic 2D Sonic game, a brand new one, not a remake, not
Well, you don't
a
like the remake, Ricky? Hmm?
port. I don't want a remake. I want a brand new storyline in 2D.
Uh-huh.
I don't want them to put out the same Sonic, Sonic 1, 2, 3, Sonic Knuckles, blah, 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 whatever. Like, I want a brand new, built from the ground up 2D Sonic game, classic, right? Classic
Hmm.
Sonic game. That's what I want. That's what it made me. I'm like, in that art style, that would look amazing, right? But we're,
Just
we're
keep
just probably
dreaming,
not gonna
Ricky.
get that, of course. I
Keep
know,
dreaming.
I know.
You get Sonic
It was
Frontiers.
Yeah, well, Sonic Frontiers, it wasn't too bad from what I saw, right? Like at the end of the
Hmm,
day, but
I guess.
I never got it. So it's I don't know, maybe one day I'll play it, but we'll see, we'll see. But I mean, is there anything surprising for you that you saw on here? I mean,
I
Bullet
mean,
Train, another good movie.
I expected actually
Wha-
Bullet Train is kind of high, but I was saying like Black Panther, Doctor Strange as number four. That's kind of a
Yeah,
shocker. And Jurassic World Dominion. That movie was trash, and that's number five on this list.
I didn't enjoy Jurassic World that much. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, but
It was
it
good to
sold
just
more tickets
eat
than Batman
popcorn and, like, a hot dog with. Yeah, I mean, in terms of, like
and
okay,
US
so I
US and
think
Canada, of course, but still, that's even
for
worse.
me, I think the movies just basically go Top Gun Maverick, we got Spider-Man No Way Home, but if you don't really wanna count that, I would say, like, Top Gun Maverick, The Batman,
Hmm.
uh, Bullet Train, Nobody, uh, Sonic 2, and then, like, Black Adam, I think, would be kind of like my
Your 10.
list, you know? Yeah, like that would be kind of like the movies to see from this year. Those ones, like I mean, because you saw what the Halloween movie, it
That
wasn't that
movie,
good.
don't even mention that
Uh,
piece of
I
crap movie.
yeah, like a lot of these I didn't really like care for or like I don't know. It was just kind of like
Everything
man,
everywhere
the
all at
Matrix.
once was pretty low. But I think it's because that
Yeah,
movie was like not really marketed, right?
yeah. I still have to see that one. I do want to actually watch
That
that
movie
one.
was so good. You'll cry.
Uh, I don't want to cry. Yeah. But I don't know, like Morbius, of course, being everyone's number one. Uh,
No.
Rise of Gru.
Oh, the
You
Northman
know.
came out this year.
Yep.
That was a
I haven't seen that too, but
thing.
I
You
would
could,
say like from the movies that I said, like Top Gun and all that, like those are probably like the best movies to see from this year. I think these ones had the part of the movies that had like the best heart at least, or they
uh-huh.
were pretty decent watches. So that's like for me though. So I think most people would kind of agree that those movies were good. I don't know if they'll agree with the order, but I would be interested to hear like what do you think you guys
Yeah, let us know.
think deserves to be the number one movie, the top movie of the year, or that what's your list, right? What's your top five? Like you can just drop
Yep.
them in the comments and it'll be an
Yep.
interesting read to kind of like
Hmm.
compare like what do people think.
And why isn't
But
it Marvel?
yeah,
I need to
so
stop.
you're instigating.
uh,
So there are a lot of movies though that are gonna be coming out next year that we can be kind of hyped about.
hmm.
Barbie being number one, probably.
Yep.
Uh Unironically, I do kind of want to see that movie. I'm very interested to see if it's. I just hope it's just trashy and
It's gonna be
so bad,
trashy,
so bad it's
funny,
good. Like
cringy.
I want, yeah, like I want it to be like so bad it's good. I want to
Yep.
sit there and be ashamed that I'm watching this, but that it's so good. I'm just glad that I showed up,
Yep.
right? Like that's what I need it to be. Oh, cool! Magic Mike's Last Dance.
That's
So
right,
we're getting a
baby.
Magic Mike movie. We're getting the Ant-Man movie, right? That one, okay, whatever. Cocaine Bear, interesting one to
That was
bring
on
up. They're
one of
doing
our
another
thumbnails.
Scream movie. Yeah. 65 looked kind of interesting if I can remember the trailer correctly.
That was where
I'll
he's
probably watch
shooting
that one.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Shazam, definitely gonna watch. I want to see if DC is just gonna keep imploding. John Wick Chapter 4, pretty hyped.
Ooh, March.
Dungeons and Dragons, pretty hyped.
Oh, March
Super
too.
Mario Bros. April 7th, not too far away. I'm definitely very interested because that will that if we can start breaking the video game curse, right, from movies, that
That's
would be
true.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if we get that though. Guardians of the Galaxy,
No.
Fast X. Oh, I don't know what that is.
Uh,
Uh,
Fast and Furious 10.
Fast and Fast and the Furious. Yeah, that's how little I care about the Fast and Furious
Yeah.
franchise. I was like, what's that? Yeah, I don't care for it. The Little Mermaid. I don't care for the Disney remakes. I think they're
Ooh,
all just there to
controversy.
get money. No, that's what it is. I didn't like any. I haven't liked any of the remakes that I've seen. They're all boring and heartless, and
Mm.
they're devoid of what made the originals good, which is animation. So it's
Hmm.
like I didn't like them. I think they're just typically pretty poorly done. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Now that's an animated movie I'm looking forward to. That one had a lot of heart. The first one I did enjoy it a
But
lot.
it's
I
not
think
real
it.
life. Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm sorry. But Transformers, Rise of the Beast, that's coming out. I will watch that. That looks a little interesting.
Really?
Elemental. Yeah, I kind of want to see the Transformer movies. I just want to see big robots punch each other.
I mean, yeah,
And
true. Animal robots
I've been
this
seeing a
time.
lot of like Transformers nostalgia bait. So I'm like,
Mm.
I kind of want to see one. So what we got? Elemental, The
The
Flash,
Flash, huh? Here we go.
getting that bad boy in June
Here we
16th,
go.
baby. There you go. It's coming. And for the flat, ironically, the movie's been coming out really slow for a movie about someone so quick.
About super speed, yeah.
Uh, yeah, Indiana Jones. Honestly, not
I,
feeling it.
I, I really want that to be a good movie. It's his last one.
The, yeah, but the one they did before that, the Crystal Skull one or
That one
whatever,
doesn't exist.
that's why. What do you think they're gonna do?
Actually, they're
Mission
supposed to in
Impossible.
this movie. They're supposed to actually mention what happened to what's his name, Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, really? I thought they were just retconning it.
No, they're gonna mention something. Maybe he
All
died.
right, well, we'll see.
Maybe it's all a dream,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's actually in the Marvel
I would
universe.
accept that just because it was like, eh.
And then
But
Indiana Jones
Mission
is a superhero.
Impossible, Mission Impossible, July 14th. That one, I don't know. It's another Mission Impossible movie.
Part one?
Kind of like I've kind of lost track of all of them, to be honest. Like, I just watch them to watch them because I'm like, oh, when they mention something that happened in the last movie or like something that happened like way long ago, I'm like,
Uh,
dude, there's like a million of these movies. I don't
well,
expect me
you
to
seen the
watch all
last
of
one
them.
with Henry Cavill, right?
I believe so, yeah.
That was
There's always good action scenes in them, right? And then I am kind of interested though because I think Tom Cruise did like the craziest like
yeah, he jumped off or
stunt
he rode a
ever.
bike off the
Yeah, he did like the most dangerous
mountain.
stunt ever. I I give him props for like being strapped to the side of a plane.
Yeah,
You know what I
literally
mean? Like he does crazy stuff where it's like
at 50 years old.
yeah, like so I think those huge like moments in the movie are like really good, but everything else sometimes it's kind of like oh okay. But
Oh,
when
that's
Tom
why
Cruise is
Top Gun
Tom
was so
Cruise,
good though, right? Because he was actually
yeah, when
doing all
Tom
that.
Cruise is cruising, man, he's going at it. Like
Oh,
you
I
let
see
him
what you
cook,
did.
you let him cook, and then Oppenheimer, definitely gonna watch. Apparently, I want to see how he did the atomic bomb scene because I've been seeing that meme where it's like, oh, he didn't use CGI, and so I'm like,
Remember that earthquake we
but
had a few
Cillian
days
Murphy's a
ago?
really
That was
good.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy is pretty good. Uh,
Uh,
Peaky Blinders is like one of my favorites. I still have to
yeah,
watch the last season, but
I do too.
yeah, definitely. Uh, kind of want to see it for that. Barbie, Margot Robbie.
How are we gonna
That'll
see
be
that? They
very.
come on the same day. We just movie hop. I'm not movie
We're
hop. What's it
watching
called?
Barbie, dude, and
We're
then we'll
watching
watch
Barbie first.
Open.
That's right. I remember you saying that. Okay, I forgot
Yeah,
that. Terrible.
so that's real cinema. The Marvels, you know, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel,
Oh, that's coming out this year.
July 28th. We'll see. There's that Gran Turismo movie that we talked about a while back. Blue Beetle, August 18th. That one I'm
Oh,
interested
I
for. I
forgot
actually
that
do want
came
to
out
see.
too.
Yeah.
And then there's an Untitled.
Untitled, Please Don't Destroy movie. I don't. The Equalizer 3, The Nun 2, A Haunting in Venice. I haven't seen that. Like,
I haven't seen anything
I
about
haven't
that.
heard about that. But
Expendables
yeah.
4?
Yep. But no. But what's more important is we're getting Craven the Hunter movie. Uh,
What's that's Tangerine, right? No. Oh my gosh. Aaron Taylor.
Aaron
Somebody.
Taylor Johnson. Yeah, I think that's him.
Okay, yeah, that is Tangerine from Bullet Train.
Yeah, from
Okay.
Bullet Train. So
I've
he's
seen it.
supposed to be in the movie. So I don't know if is he supposed to be Craven?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna watch it
Yeah.
because we're fanboys.
Yep.
So I literally saw like something
He's
that he
also
may
might
get
be James Bond.
for James Bond.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting.
Which I
Uh,
mean, if he has that Tangerine accent, oh my god.
so there you go.
My undies are moist.
Dune Part 2, November 3rd. Apparently a Godzilla movie, right? We talked about that.
That's right.
It's untitled right now. We don't know. The Hunger Games apparently is coming back. I
I
don't
did
care.
not know that.
The Willy Wonka movie, December 15th. It's just
That's with
Wonka,
Timothy. Um,
however you say his last name.
yeah.
And then apparently Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel. I actually enjoyed the
It
Ghostbusters
was
movie
good.
now. It was actually pretty good. I mean, yeah, it had some problems, but for the most part, it was pretty good. Right? Paul Rudd being Paul Rudd, right? You can't complain. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, December 25th. That's gonna be interesting.
There's a lot.
Because of it. There's like a lot of movies coming out, but that's gonna be interesting because, of course, as we all know, Warner Brothers is kind of voiding all their contracts. They're not playing these characters anymore, from what we
Yeah.
know. So definitely interesting. But yeah, we got a lot of just like stuff. There's a lot of stuff, but we'll see what any of it's gonna be good. And then next year we're gonna see and talk about, oh, this movie was good, that movie was bad, and the cycle continues.
Yeah, there's a lot. It also talks about Netflix movies, but who cares?
Yeah.
Wow, we're gonna be busy this year.
Games coming out. There's a lot to talk about, man. There's the games coming out 2023.
My wallet.
I don't know. Let me see. What do I have the article?
I
Where is
got
it
it
at? Oh,
right
okay.
here.
So
We start off with
yeah.
Dead Space remake. Pass. Actually,
Really? I thought you liked Dead
I
Space.
do, but is it still gonna be scary? It might just a big chicken, most likely.
I mean, I don't know how scary it is because I
It's
don't
not
really
like
remember,
scary.
but
It's like jump scares.
mm. Well, we got
So
Hogwarts Legacy, and everyone's
I
like
am.
excited for that
That's right,
one.
baby.
So,
I'm gonna be all over that.
uh, like a dragon, Star Wars Jedi,
I'm all over that.
Resident 4 remake.
Don't care. Oops. I
I
mean, I
mean,
love
Resident
Resident
Evil
Evil.
4 remake. Uh, I thought. Oh no, I thought they already made one, but never mind.
They made a lot
It's
of
a
Resident Evil remakes.
Resident Evil 3 remake.
Yeah,
Sorry. Dead Island 2,
I'm very excited. Oh,
Legend of Zelda: Tears of the
birthday present.
Kingdom. Everyone's hyped for that. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. I've always been afraid of that game, especially because Gotham Knights just was kind of like in the dumpster.
Yeah, but now we have to play it because Kevin Conroy's in it. So
True.
R.I.P. in peace.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Street Fighter 6 though.
June 2nd.
eh, yeah,
I thought it was
far away, but
February. Oh, that just made me sad.
I don't know.
Now I remember why I forgot about that.
Diablo 4 coming out a few days later from that, June 6th. Final
Really,
Fantasy 16,
that looks good.
Redfall, Starfield, Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, which I think that's the next
The
continuation
finale.
part of the Final Fantasy 7 remake. Alan Wake 2,
Oh, I forgot that's
Armored
coming out.
Core. I do kind of want to know what's going on there because that's from Software,
Here's one of the
and I have
original
no
games.
idea. I have no idea about that. So I don't know. Well, we'll see. Assassin's Creed Mirage,
Ooh.
Hollow Knight, Silk Song's supposed to be coming out. I
Oh,
still have to
that's
beat Hollow
right.
Knight. Lies of P. It's supposed
It's
to. I think that's
Bloodborne.
that Bloodborne one.
Yeah,
That it's supposed to be a Souls like. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm still hoping for that Dragon Quest 3 HD remake to come out, and I'm hoping that we get some more news on. I think Dragon Quest 12. I think
Sheesh.
they mentioned that a little
12?
bit. There, it's confirmed, but I hope that we get to see some news. But I do want to play 3, especially since I'm playing 2. I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
if I want to play the original 3, then do the HD remake, and like, of course, the game's gonna be completely different. But just play it.
That'd be kind of cool to compare.
So yeah, so I am looking forward to that. There are some other games, of course, still coming out, but yeah, most of these I don't really care for. There's like a handful that I'll probably be interested in, and then that I'll actually play. Uh,
Oh, okay. That's
so
like every
yeah,
month I
that
have to
I don't
get a
know.
game. That's unfortunate for me.
So yeah, like every month you're gonna get a game. I'm maybe gonna pick up like 3, you know,
Yeah, the whole year?
that are from this list. Yeah,
Okay. Respectable.
maybe Starfield,
No.
Armored Core. I'm definitely interested to see what they got going on. And then
It's
if I ever get around to beating like Hollow Knight, I'll probably pick that one up.
that's a
The
fun
Silk
game. I
Song.
like that. I like that one.
And then Street Fighter 6 if we decide to start playing that or something, but we'll see. But I mean, The Legend of Zelda, of course, is like I'm interested in, but I haven't gone around to playing uh what was it
Breath of
called?
the Wild?
I was gonna say Wind Waker. I don't know what the heck. I'm playing too many like old games, that's why. I'm like, man, I'm still in the GameCube days or something, man.
Oh,
Or
the fact that you
I don't
even
know.
say that's an old game makes me sad.
It is
I guess you're right,
it
huh?
is. I refuse to play my childhood games because it's like, oh, that's gonna hurt. Knowing like my brother was like, oh, that's crazy that like the DS or like the
Oh my
3DS is gonna be
gosh.
old. And like I
2002.
remember getting a 3DS like the first week that it dropped and getting Ocarina of Time 3DS remake, and that was the first game that I got. And I was so upset because that game was sold out everywhere,
Yeah.
and it was before we went on like a big trip. So I wanted to have the game
Yeah.
so I can play it in the car the whole way up for this long trip. And man, I was like, we went hunting and hunting for it. I got Street Fighter for the 3DS. I don't know what that was, but
Oh my gosh, I forgot that was on the 3DS. Trash.
yeah, and I got that. That was a fun game actually. I enjoyed that for what it was. It was very interesting. Um, and then I did end up getting Ocarina of Time, but
Uh,
man, yeah, it was like that long ago. I mean, dude, I want
That makes me sad.
yeah, there's like so many that I have to play. I'm kind of tempted because I think what I'm gonna do is play through like the old Legend of Zelda games and go through. That's what I'm pretty much gonna do.
That's fun.
Uh,
I've done that before. Not have, but I
so
skip around.
because that's what I plan on doing for like the Dragon Quest games. I'm just gonna go through the old ones
Uh huh.
and then into the new ones. And then of course if there's like an HD remake like for 3, I'll just play that one. Or if there's
Hmm.
like a newer remake. But I do kind of want to play like the old retro ones at least, like the one on the NES, just to see like how is it like, and then try to get some on like the SNES and then going forward, of course.
Right.
And so yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna end up doing for like most of these games. I still wish Konami would put out like another Castlevania or something. Uh, I'm very sad. Like a Souls-like Castlevania, I think would do very
Oh.
well.
Oh. That's actually smart. Hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know why they're just sitting on all that money. Just literally, didn't the
NFTs.
Konami help with Elden Ring, right?
Yep.
Or was that Bandai? No, that was Bandai.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
So
Banda. Yeah.
maybe so that was like maybe we can get Konami to kind of do something finally instead of making like
NFTs.
I don't even know what they do now. Bad soccer ports, I guess, right? Like
You
I don't
leave
know,
them
but we'll
alone.
see. No, Konami made I don't know what this year that I don't know if they haven't made anything good
Did
in
they
like
make something
forever,
this year?
but they made that what's it called? That Yu-Gi-Oh one, like Master Duels or whatever it's called, and then it was all pay to win or something, and then they made that soccer game that was super pay to win. Basically everything they made was like pay to win. Um and then they just make like little
They make a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh
gambling stuff.
games.
I don't know. So yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of things to go over that
Yep.
we went over, I should say. Uh, I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting year for gaming for movies, right? Like there are some highly anticipated
Yep.
movies like Barbie, of course.
We're gonna get busy.
There are highly anticipated games, right? Unironically, there's like of course we have the Legend of Zelda, we got Dead Island, we do have a stacked year, but we'll see how it goes because of course with
Things
the
could
movie and
change.
gaming industry, they just do not like to deliver if they don't have to.
Yeah.
So let us know, what do you guys think is going to actually come through?
Yeah.
What is going to be good? What is going to be bad? Give us your predictions, of course, in
Hmm.
the comments down below. And if you're listening to YouTube, if you're on your preferred podcast listening platform, we very much appreciate if you leave a thumbs up, a heart, 5 stars, however it works on there. Any support, we always appreciate. And of course, check out our social medias. Twitch. I'm sorry, doing the Twitch already too early. At Pass the Pop Culture on pretty much everything. And of course, like I was going to say right now, twitch.tv/Pass the Pop Culture to check out our live streams because we love to talk about this stuff live.
Hmm.
We always do it. We talk, if you've seen some of the clips, we talk about, oh, would you rather have this anime not exist versus that anime not exist? Or, is Superman lactose intolerant or something because he's an alien, right? We talk about stupid stuff. So we always like to hear like what kind of questions and stuff you guys come up with. So we very much appreciate it if you join us, hang out and chat and have a good time. So with that being said, we very much appreciate you guys listening today and we'll be signing off.
Bye.